Welcome back to the channel. You're watching 412 PSC Customs here on YouTube. For those of you who don't know, I'm Matt Sr., founder and CEO of 412 Public Safety Equipment Customs here out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're your number one source for emergency fleet services, specializing in custom one-off specialty vehicle builds, lights, sirens, so much more. Sales, service, and professional EVT certified installation. All right, guys, so this video is a request from one of our viewers. This that we have in front of us, as you can tell from the name on the top of this lens, this is a Sho-Me brand product. Not only is this a Sho-Me brand product, some of you may notice what it is. This is an LED mini bar. This LED mini bar is their model number 12.1224. It is a permanent mount, hence the permanent mount steel feet, stainless steel feet, I may add. This is the Luminator LED mini bar by Sho-Me out of Missouri. This is a made in the US product. Just to show you guys, this comes in at a total length of 17 inches from edge of the lens to edge of the lens. Front of the lens to the back of the lens, just the lens, not including the feet, come in at 9 inches. If we measure the foot kit, you are looking at just about 12.5 inches edge to edge. And it comes in with the feet and measuring from whatever the mounting surface is to the top of the lens, you're looking at about 3 inches total. So this was a requested product video. I was able to obtain one of these Luminators. This is an amber version, all amber version. This unit is brand spanking new. So we will take a look at it here in just a second. I'm just going to say right off the bat, my review of it is a decent product. It does have pretty good brightness. The light spread on it is pretty well done. It is very basic. It is very simple. When I take a look at it and I open it up and I look at the way this thing is put together, it reminds me of the parts and pieces that you see for sale on Amazon and eBay. And I'll kind of key in on that here real quick. So as I pan down and up at this light bar, we will get a closer look at the optics of this thing. Sorry for the camera being unsteady there, guys. That was all me. So let's take a closer look at these lenses. Okay, so if we take a look at this, we obviously can tell that this is 3 LED diode sections here as the side inboards, or the inboards, which some will call the sides. Each individual LED diode has its own cone-shaped lens, which you can buy on Amazon and eBay. They do have different optic patterns on the face of those cones. Not sure if you can see it. The one has a vertical fluted look to it. The center diode of each one of those 3 kind of looks like a disco ball. I will spin this around to show you what the corners look like. So the corners are basically made up of 3 single LED sections. Same concept. They all have the vertical fluted surface at the end of the cone. I guess we can flip this up. You can see the tag upside down, made in the USA. Luminator LED mini bar. Very simple, very low profile. 15-foot wire lead coming out of it. The wire lead is a, if I'm not mistaken, a 16 gauge 3-conductor cable. As I said before, this is all amber. So it's a very simple design. It is a bit different from the normal 5mm LED diodes on that ribbon board that everybody is used to. That's pretty much the mini bars that I have exposure to from Sho-Me, so this is definitely a different one for me. I was interested to take a look at it. That's why I searched it out and obtained this one. As I said, it's brand new. This is all amber. Now, I'm one that has never been wowed by Sho-Me products. Now, of course, I'm guessing the whole draw for them is the simplicity. The basic idea, like even their flashers. I'm not a fan of them. I only use them as a last resort if I can't get my hands on a flasher made by Sound Off or Phoenix in time for a build. I will use this. I will use one from Sho-Me. But for me, my overall review of this is this bar is not one for me. It's not one that I would seek out and spend my money on again. I did this for our viewer. I probably will end up keeping it, throwing it up on a shelf. It'll become a museum piece for us. And, you know, maybe in 30 years, somebody will look at that and say, oh, I remember that. But back on the subject here, you know, basic design. The price point on these is not what I would consider on the lower affordable end. There's many more light bars out there for the same price point that give you way more options. But that's just my opinion. It does seem to be pretty well built. The only thing that bothers me, Sho-Me only warranties their stuff for 2 years, which, you know, with our industry having the industry standard 5-year warranty more often than not, what worries me is, to me, a company warranties their product for the length of time they have faith in it operating correctly. So if you get a product that has a industry standard 5-year warranty, that means that company has faith that the product they are building, manufacturing, and selling to the consumer will run for that length of time. So yeah. So a couple technical things on this. They say that this has a maximum current draw of about 6 amps total. So, you know, if you went with a 7.5 amp fuse, you may be okay. You may get away with it. They do make these in magnet mount with the 12-volt power plug. This features only 12 flash patterns, which I will go ahead and light this up right now on the first pattern for you guys. This pattern is a quad flash. It incorporates all the LEDs. There are 8 sections of 3 LEDs. The corners, as I said, are made up of 3 single LEDs, but they're actually wired as one section. So not much different from the 3 LED sections you see on the side. Those are all individual modules. This is a 3-wire design though. It only comes with a positive 12 volts, your negative ground, and a pattern change. So there is no synchronization when it comes to these. Keep that in mind, so you can't synchronize 2 of these together, anything like that. All right, so like I said, this is pattern 1, which is a quad flash. This is pattern 2, which they call chase. And I have to say, for my liking, I played with this quite a bit before I facilitated this video, and I could not settle on a pattern that I would choose to run. I wasn't very happy with any of them. So, which is not surprising because, like I said, I'm not a fan of their flashers either, and I think their flashers kind of go along the same lines here. So this is pattern 3. This is what they're calling scan. Yes, everybody, I got a text message. I hate when that happens when I'm filming. All right, so on to the next pattern. This is the quad alternate. This is their single flash slow. Which they have 3 different speeds. Next is going to be single flash medium. And this is the single flash fast. This is their fade pattern. Now, one thing I will say, I was reading the very limited information page that they include with these, and it says that this cable should have a shield wire. And for those of you who don't know what a shield wire is basically a bare-stranded wire that is either included in the cable, or it is kind of braided around the cable on the inside. And what it is it's basically a voltage drain. That's what it's more commonly used for in control wiring applications. And in their instructions, they say that that is the low power mode. So I guess if you connect that to a positive 12 volts, it'll put it into low power. I have not seen a shield incorporated in this cable. So I'm not sure why that is. If anybody can elaborate on that, that would be awesome. So this is Crossfire. Show-Me Crossfire pattern. I mean, this is okay if, you know, you're into that zigzag Knight Rider pattern. This is kind of a unique version of it, incorporating the front and back of the bar at the same time. Up next is quad signal. Single, not signal. If I was forced to run this bar, which I probably would not even put this on my lawnmower, this is probably the pattern that I would set it to. I think this gives you the best warning, the best output. Okay, so this is their double flash. And last but not least, this is random flash, which just basically cycles through every pattern included in this bar. Okay, so I guess there you have it. This is the 17-inch Sho-Me Luminator. It is their 12.1224 permanent mount version. My overall review, I guess, would be pretty poor. As far as brightness, it's pretty bright. I haven't had the ability to take it outside on a sunny day and check it out, which we will have to do so here soon. But yeah, I mean, for me, I'm a bit disappointed. I probably would not spend my money on another one. Of course, now I'm stuck with it unless I can find somebody who really likes these and wants to take it off our hands. But I'll probably just stick it up on the shelf and keep it as a display piece. Yeah, I'm just not impressed. You know, if you're into that simple, basic kind of idea where you don't want many features and, you know, pattern selection is not necessarily a big deal to you. You know, I've been around a long time. I've been in this industry my whole life, and, you know, I have certain patterns and criteria that I have for equipment that I run, and how I set up my customers' equipment. Like, for example, when I'm speccing equipment for a customer build, you know, I'm designing that thing from start to finish as far as features, patterns, output. You know, I'm maximizing the equipment that we're using, incorporating every feature and duty and application that our customer requires it to perform. You know, like I said, you couldn't even utilize two of these on the back rack of a construction vehicle and synchronize them. Because more often than not, instead of putting a full-size light bar on a lot of these construction vehicles, I will split it up and I will put two mini bars, one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side. And a lot of times the reason that I do that is because I'm trying to fit an aero board in the center. And there's no reason to have a full-size light bar if the full center section of that light bar is blocked by an aero board. So I hate to say it, but my review of this is probably a thumbs down. I would not purchase it again. I'm not a huge fan of Sho-Me. They haven't shown me anything that kind of wowed me yet. I apologize, but that's my opinion. If you guys like this video and you want to see more content like it, please smash that thumbs up button. That lets us know we're doing something right, and it gives us the enthusiasm to continue this. Not only do I enjoy it, but my staff enjoys it as well. My staff is a huge integral part of this. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. When you decide to subscribe, hit that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our uploads. Once you subscribe and you got your notifications set, share, 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 and share again. Please, we're trying to get our YouTube channel out to as many first responders, as many construction workers, landscapers, plow, snow removal guys, utility workers, utility companies, traffic flagging companies. There's always somebody that can benefit from this content, from our services, and from our expertise. It may be your neighbor. It may be a friend that you didn't know was a first responder. So we ask you guys to share, share, and then share again. And we greatly appreciate it. I also need to mention the hashtag #BeTheKindKid. My 3-year-old daughter, or my 3rd grade daughter, 9-year-old daughter, started the Kindness Club in her 2nd grade class last year, and they've continued it to the 3rd grade because it was so successful. Trying to spread kindness throughout the world, you know, one person at a time. So please, promise me you're going to be kind to one another out there. Spread the kindness. It's contagious. It's continuous. Until next time, y'all, you guys take care and be safe out there.